Hello students, today we will see the next chapter, that is thermogrammetry. So in this chapter we will discuss about the introduction, then historical development, then definition of thermogrammetry and the important, that is apparatus. We will see in this lecture first part, that is balance. Now go to the first, that is introduction. So the measurement of mass of the sample is an older technique in which we have to find out the mass of the given sample for the purpose of some quantitative analysis. These samples consist of food, some pharmaceutical containers, then chemicals, polymers or engineering parts which are weighed and recorded. By using this, we have to find out various properties of the sample. The extension of this technique into analysis provides the route by which we have to take the quantity by means of a weight, and in this way we can call it as a quantitative analysis by weight. Generally at the undergraduate level we have used the gravimetric analysis. In that what happened, we have take the sample, we have to heat that sample at a particular temperature. After that we have to cool the sample. Then we have to place the sample in the desiccator. After cooling, we have to take the weight of the sample, and in this way we have to perform the quantitative analysis by means of a weight. But nowadays what happened? That technique is somewhat advanced and sophisticated, by which we have to find out the various parameters which are associated with the particular sample in terms of weight. Generally, the gravimetric experiments are useful to determine water crystallization and study oxidation reduction reactions, and which are helpful in determining various principles like stoichiometry. And by these principles, we can identify the various kinds of compounds. Generally, many gravimetric techniques involve a reaction to produce definite compound, and then on heating it convert into the stable material of known composition. Means what? If we have some compound, for example here we have consider bismuth, which may be precipitated as Kuiperan complex. Kuiperan is a nitroso complex which when reacts with the bismuth it will form a complex. But when the sample we have ignited strongly, it will give rise to the stable bismuth oxide compound. Now the next is, what is the historical development? So the origin of thermogrammetry is well documented by the scientists Duval, Keach and Dollimore and Weldant. The most significant work is done by the scientist, that is Honda, in 1915, where he has used a lever arm balance fitted with the electrical furnace to investigate the manganese oxysalt. Simple experimental apparatus has been described which uses modified manual analytical balances and control electrical furnace. So the development of electronic microbalance is done by Chevnard, and after that in 1936 extensively that electronic microbalance along with the furnace is well documented or well operated by Dual, and that particular experiment is done under inert atmosphere or control atmosphere in a vacuum. Now, what is meant by thermogravimetry? So, thermogravimetry, it is the technique by which we have to take a solid sample, that solid sample or any kind of sample which we have taken. The mass of the sample is monitored against time or temperature, while the temperature of that thermogravimetry, the sample in a specified atmosphere. Means what, we have to heat the sample, we have to heat the mass at a time interval, for a definite time interval at a certain range of temperature for a certain atmosphere which is programmed. For example, if you consider, if you have to analyze a sample of suppose calcium oxalate sample which we have to analyze by using thermogravimetric technique, then we have to heat the given sample from room temperature to 900 degrees Celsius temperature at the rate of 10 degrees Celsius per minute. Okay, so in this way, what we have to what we have to get a we have to get a thermogram in which the mass versus temperature plot is plotted, which will gives rise to a loss in mass with respect to time. Okay, as soon as the temperature increases and time goes, the mass of the sample is decreases. Okay, so that particular sample, that particular spectra or result, we can call it as a thermogram. Generally, it should be recognized that several manufacturers are used to prefer to call this technique as a gravimetric technique. That's why thermogravimetric analysis, the abbreviation is written as TGA. So the apparatus is generally called a thermobalance, or less frequently a thermogravimetric analyzer. In order to enhance the steps in the thermogravimetric curve, the derivative thermogravimetric, that is DTG, is frequently drawn. So look at, this is the typical TG curve. In that, what happen, we have to, as soon as we have to take a sample, at that time the particular mass of the sample is there, and when time goes with increase in temperature, okay, the loss in the mass is reported or well documented by using this TGA curve, that is thermogravimetric analysis curve. Then the next is apparatus. So generally there are four parts of the components. So the first one is electrobalance and its controller. Second one is the first one is the electrobalance and its controller. Second one is the furnace and its temperature sensor. Okay. Then we have the programmer or computer, and then last one is the recorder or plotter or data acquisition device. So generally what happens, so the electrobalance or balance control unit, it will cause, so this is the balance where here we have to put the sample. Okay, then into the sample is having another end where the thermocouple is placed. Okay, so the thermocouple, it is the device which is connected with the recorder or computer. So it will cause any deflection in the weight will be sensed by using thermocouple, and that sensor will reports the particular data into the recorder or computer. So this particular programmer which is fitted, or a programmer is connected to the furnace, which is useful to program the temperature range. So furnace, it is nothing but the electric coil which is placed where which is placed in the particular zone where we have to increase the temperature uniformly. Okay, so here the programmer where we can set the temperature, that is either we have to set the temperature at 550 degrees Celsius or 900 degrees Celsius depending upon the nature of the sample. Also when considering the temperature range, we have to use the sample pans accordingly. Okay, for 900 degree Celsius we require another kind of sample pan than the 500 degree Celsius. Now here we have to place the sample. So this particular zone, or we can say the furnace, is perforated by using the inert atmosphere. Here is a gas inlet where the gas moves in the particular zone. So it will cause the removal of carbonates or any kinds of gases were formed into the particular furnace, and that gases formed, they may interfere in the analysis. That's why the particular inert atmosphere have been maintained between these two. Then programmer, we have already seen that programmer, recorder and computer. Generally all these advanced instruments are sophisticated one. That's why the data acquisition is done by that particular, and after acquisition we have to perform some operations regarding to the analysis, that is interpretation of data is done by using recorder and computer. So this is the brief apparatus. Now we will go through the first, that is thermobalance or balance. So the balance, so here look at two types of these balances, that is A and C, which are having suspended nature. Means what? The particular balance is suspended in between the furnace, while in case of B, where the balance is top loaded, while in case of D, the balance is horizontal. So depending upon the variation, so the functions and applications of these are varied. Then the next one, what is the balance? So the balance is used in the various commercial instruments, but in this case we have to use generally the modified electronic microbalance. Then the lightweight arm is pivoted between the electrical coil and suspended in the magnetic field. We should see that the particular balance is placed in between the particular furnace by using a lever arm, lightweight arm. The position of the arm is measured by optical sensor, and any deflection results in the weight may be recorded. They are recorded, and the position of the arm is measured by the optical sensor, and any deflection causes a current to be supplied to the coil, which restores it to null position. This is important for maintaining a constant position of the sample in the zone of the furnace. So the sample suspended into the furnace from one arm of the balance is counterbalanced by the other one. So generally there are two pans, one is the sample pan and other is the reference pan. Whenever we have taken the sample into the sample pan, then the particular other arm is counterbalanced by the reference pan. The balances will often gives a resolution of 1 microgram or better, and sample sizes ranges from few milligrams to 30 grams. The difficulty that may affect the operation of a balance used in the conjunction with the furnace are the most important, because the presence of corrosive or oxidizing gases in the particular furnace, it will cause some disturbances or interferences. Hence inert gas such as nitrogen at room temperature are provided with that particular instrument. So the problems with static electricity, which can cause the attraction of the sample pan onto the glass enclosures, may be overcome by coating the surface with a conducting film or use a anti-static spray. When the sample of large volume must be used, so there is an effect due to Archimedes principle that when a body is immersed in the fluid, it experiences a thrust equal in the magnitude to the weight of the fluid displaced. So what is that Archimedes principle? Whenever any body we have dipped into the any liquid or any medium, then it displaces that much space which have occurred by that particular foreign body. So if the volume of the sample plus sample holder is V meter cube and the pressure is P Pascal, then the mass of the ideal gas of molar mass M displaced at temperature T will be given by M is equals to MPV upon RT. As the sample is heated, so the density of the gas decreases while the density of the solid hardly changes. An example, consider a sample plus crucible of volume 1 cubic centimeter and is to be 10 raised to minus 6 meter cube at atmospheric pressure. So approximately 10 raised to 5 Pascal of the nitrogen gas is